As always, we want to give our thanks to Tailspire because they're the people that make our game so cinematic and whatnot. We are not sponsored by them, but that's just what we're using. And we want to give a shout out to @theart_of_Jen because she is the one that did our lovely caricatures and portrait arts of our characters. And last but not least, Wizards of the Coast, because they're the one that published the thing that we're playing. Adventure Path. And most of the arts of characters and whatnot. So, with that all being said, let us get into the episode. So, last we left off, Dearaen the Tiefling Bard, Sho Val the Human Rune Knight, Mordin the Tiefling Ranger, Tok the Half-Orc Eldritch Knight, Kibbles their mascot Fox, and Pinecone their pack Axbeak had taken up the task of finding the cleric that could potentially try to heal Sho Val's missing tongue. And upon finding the Church of Omaedascruffy, learned that it would take some time and research to potentially find the magics that they require. Meanwhile, everybody else is reveling in the money that they made from delivering a shipment of Charlatan to a dwarf that's got a little bit of a pale complexion. But that is about where we left off. So, that all being said, what do you want to do?
I think Tok and I were saying we were going to go to the arcane bookstore.
Okay. There's a bookstore and there's a alchemy shop here in town. As I pull up some sound here.
We'll probably stop at the bookstore first and then to the alchemy.
I was just going to suggest we hit both.
Yeah. That's what, as I said, hit the bookstore first, then we go. So the arcane nerds are going shopping. Yeah.
I like your thinking, Dearaen.
Okay. So, we leave Sho Val and Mordin to their talk with the clerics of Omaedascruffy over there, and we find... Are your models still back in the thing?
Yeah, I think we're still back with the dwarf.
Yeah, you're still back in the warehouse, so... which did you want to go to first? The bookstore or the...
You know, let's go to the arcane shop first, because if there's something there we want, it's probably going to cost us more.
The alchemy shop, you mean?
The alchemy shop?
Yeah, sorry.
So, you did find, a little bit of a, as you asked around, you found that there is a alchemy shop named Tinctures and Tonics.
Tinctures and Tonics?
Yep. That's the name of the alchemy shop.
Yep.
Okay.
Might be a good idea to just see what they've got in stock.
Yeah.
So.
And so, as you enter into the small abode,
and
it looks like Tok.
Yes, for those of you listening in, Tok is having problems with his internet.
There he is.
And he's back.
So you make your way into tinctures and tonics. Knock on the door, and what greets you is this human man, but his like facial features seem a little bit more almost canine in appearance. Like his nose is a little bit pointed down and flatter against his face, and his teeth seem a little too big for what his jawline is. And he's got like fur and like hairy arms and like slightly sharper fingers. Fingernails.
Are his arms longer than what they should be?
Not really.
Okay, then it rolls
it's very much on the human side of things, but it's just like has a like slight touch of a canine appearance.
Is there anything I can roll for that?
If you want, you can roll a history check? Or
okay.
A nature check. A history or nature. I'll allow that one.
Both are +1. Let's do nature.
Okay.
10.
Ooh. Like, the first thing that comes to your mind is werewolf, but it's like, no, that's not right. And, it kind of takes you a little bit of pondering, but, after, like, a minute or two, you kind of remember, like, oh, hey, because you've been down south, you've been to, Luskan and maybe even Waterdeep, and though very rare, you have encountered what is known as a shifter before.
Oh.
So they're people that are a little bit more
a little bit more.
They have like a touch of wereblood in them. Some of them are more canine. Some of them are more
giving them a more
like
primal...
bears or that kind of stuff. But they're removed from the curse per se.
Okay. Cool.
So they look more primal in appearance than anything.
Here, let me pull up the wiki, as it were. Shifter 5e. There we go. As it loads for me. Reading off of the wiki here, shifters are sometimes called the were-touched, as many believe they are descendants of humans and lycanthropes. They are humanoids with a bestial aspect. While they cannot fully change shape, they can temporarily enhance their animalistic features, a state they call shifting. Whatever their origins, shifters have evolved into a kind of like a unique race. A shifter walks on the knife's edge between the wilds and the world around them. There's like 4 main types. There's the beast hide, which is more of like a bear or a boar. Longtooths are more canine, lupine, so like your foxes and wolves. Swiftstride are more like felines. And then there's wild hunt shifters, which are a little bit more just kind of like generic predator kind of style.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Um,
Just kind of imagine him being with like a little bit of a hunch. With like
actually,
tiny...
he actually stands straight up.
Okay. Does he at least have like little tiny glasses, like an alchemist nerd would have?
Sure.
I don't know. Small aesthetic
Sure,
things.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Small aesthetic things make him more likable. Okay. So, let's see.
Here, there we go. Boop. He's actually got a really nice, got the mutton chops into the mustache thing going on too.
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those ones.
I don't know what that beard style's called.
I can't remember either. I think they had a name for it when I was playing Fable one time, but I can't remember what the actual name of it was. But yeah, Dearaen's just gonna be kind of do a double take for a moment and be like, "Oh, okay." Let's see. So then see what he's got for sale.
Okay, and this guy goes, "Alright, some adventurers, eh? I got maybe 2 potions of healing, if that's what you're looking for. Name's Arhine."
Arhine?
Arhine. Arhein.
Grab my notes. I gotta write things down. Oh, fuck, I forgot to redo my notes on this. Okay.
Unless you're coming here to trade. I'm always on the look for monster parts. Ugh. He's sitting there kind of like toiling with some files and whatnot. Some glassware is bubbling in the background, some powders and salves are laid out on various tables. The fire is underneath a large
Bunzer.
a large just a metal apparatus that if you were really into alchemy you might be able to understand, but you just as an adventurer and minor intelligence about a lot of things, you probably wouldn't understand the actual engineering of the apparatus.
It's just mostly like, ooh, shiny, that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, basically. It looks cool. It's functional somehow. I don't know how.
It's like, see, I could use a potion.
What you looking for?
Oh, you said you had a couple potions of healing, but what else you got?
Always with the things. Okay, got a push into giant strength. Hill giant. That'll be a little bit more on the expensive side, but if you have the money, I'll be more than happy to get it.
Out of curiosity, how much?
$100 gold each.
Each?
These come from the hill giants. You don't see many hill giants up here now, do ya?
Closest thing we've found is Goliaths. They're closer to stone giants.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any potions out of them. They're far removed from the giant's kind.
Yeah, but it's the closest thing we can relate to.
Also got a, potion of water breathing. I got one of those, though.
Things back to the frozen waters. Maybe not, but
That'll go for 75 gold.
let's see. I think I'll pass on that one.
How much was the healing potions again?
50 each.
I'll take one of those.
Same.
Glad to be of an acquaintance.
He bought
And-
something. He bought something, then left,
Boop.
and he's back.
So, you trade your gold. He pulls down a couple of reddish potions. It's kind of like a, almost like a burgundy red.
Okay.
These are up in a pinch, but if you actually need regular healing, I'd recommend a cleric.
Don't worry. I do have a bit of that. I use prestidigitation to use this kind of make sparkles in my hands. I got a bit of healing, but as you said, in a
Right,
pinch, it helps.
Especially if somebody decides to knock you out.
Yep.
I know how the adventuring types go. But that's not my job anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah. Used to. Way back in the day. But found more money in actually making the stuff for adventurers than, actually adventuring. Plus, it's a little less dangerous.
Fair. And thank you for not making that obvious joke, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Does he have anything else?
That's about it.
I'm good with just healing both.
If you
Healing pot.
want, you can give me a investigation check as you look around.
Oh, sure. 12. Ooh.
I wonder what I see.
We wonder what you see. And what you see is let me just do a thing really quick and check my you find a potion of heroism. It's this weird kind of blue potion with bubbles and steaming, and it almost looks as if the potion is boiling, but it's just sitting on a shelf, just kind of undisturbed by any flame or heat or anything else.
So it kind of looks like the new dice that D&D Beyond just gave me. In their new subscriber pack.
What would that potion really do for me, I guess?
Give me an intelligence check.
May I do an Arcana check?
Or
if he points it
Arcana.
up, or if he points it out to me?
Is your Arcana
14.
higher? Or is your Arcana skill have a bigger bonus?
Well, that's me asking. He's the one who rolled. If he pointed it out to me, then I would.
Yeah, you can.
I will do an Arcana roll.
I was asking Tok if his Arcana had a higher bonus.
Yeah, my Arcana is +4.
Okay, so I'll say that's a 16 instead, because that would be Arcana.
Then I rolled a 21.
So, when you kind of look at it and you kind of recognize what kind of effect it does, mechanically speaking, for 1 hour after you drink it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell. No concentration required.
Oh.
So, whenever you make a attack roll or saving throw during that hour, you can roll a additional d4 and add it to the attack roll or saving throw.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, I agree. How much is this one?
That one? 250.
Damn, that would almost clean me out.
Same here.
That one is really rare for me in terms of ingredients.
Give us a second. Jesus, his internet is really bad right now. There we
Yeah.
go.
He said it was rare in terms of ingredients, but it's yours if you want it.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull Tok aside and just say, like, I say we check out the other store and then bring this up with the others. See if we can pull some money together for this one. So that way we aren't wasting all of our funds.
Agreed. Because this guy has some really, really good stuff. So.
I'm here if you need it.
Ah, God!
Oh,
How high was his perception check?
perception. Jesus. He must have elf ears.
Wait, he's a canine. He hears really well. Shit!
Oh, that's right. Bugger.
I'm a shifter.
Ah.
I have proficiency in the perception skill. I have keen senses.
And
He's got the keen sense trait. Oh, God. Okay. But yeah,
That being said, if you're done, get out.
we might be back, but thank you for your time.
I have a lot of work to do,
Wow.
and I don't need people interrupting me.
Fair enough. Okay.
Happy to do business. And he kind of like ushers you out from out of the house. So you're kind of escorted back out into the Easthaven thoroughfare. There's a few people walking around. It's probably late days, like 6, 7 o'clock, from what you could guess. It's kind of hard considering the sun is hard to
It's permanently overcast.
it's permanently overcast, or just sun's just not in the sky.
Yeah.
It's perpetually dark, or occasionally you might see the kind of like aurora borealis, but to give it a little bit of ambient light. But for the most part, it's very dark. Considering all of 10 Towns and Icewind Dale has been cast into a 2-year-long night.
All right. Let's go see if the
Okay.
bookstore/library is open.
It will be. I'm going to jump over to Mordin and Sho Val, who are sitting in the church. The cleric who introduced themselves as Thalon Yevalier. Do you need me to spell that? Or
Sure, go ahead.
actually, I'll put it in the Discord.
That works too.
There we go. That is the character. That is the cleric. They kind of go back to a few tomes and stuff, sitting on various tables and start poring over things. They had previously said that the miracles and magics that you were seeking are of a very high nature.
And we did say that we understood.
Yep. So, and that they would look into it, and they will get back to you within some time.
Right.
Probably a day or two of research. Which, for an elf, is actually pretty easy to do, considering they don't need as much rest.
They'd be pulling all-nighters.
Basically. So, you are in the church. Is there anything that you want to do?
Well, I think we should leave her to her work.
It was actually a male cleric, but I had to use the female model because I said that they were like super like blonde and stuff, and then
Leave him to his work. Proper pronouns.
right.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. We'll be around town for the next few days.
I will be here doing research.
Meow, 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 meow.
Kind of look over. So now what?
I don't know. I get the feeling that somebody might be asking me for money.
Don't you get that feeling all the time?
Yeah, I do. Didn't they say they were heading to a bookshop?
I mean, we could look around the town. Might as well.
Is there a-
If you wanna ask around a little bit, just give me some general investigation checks.
I'm gonna ask around for a good blacksmith or a weaponry. Or an armory.
As for that, you do know of, you learn about the,
With a 17 investigation.
yes, indeed. You learn of the Blue Steel Smithing, blacksmithery and whatnot.
You want to head there just to take a look around? I know we're heading to the Dwarven City soon, but can't hurt to look at new sharp and pointy objects.
Indeed. Or just refill on consumable.
I've got arrows for days.
So, your smithery is actually right over here.
Take me to it. Over there. This way, Sho Val.
It's actually got a slightly open port. And as you kind of go to the...
Open concept.
Yep.
Oh.
It's got an open concept. And as you're getting closer to the area, it's actually, like, radiating heat.
Ooh. I like this area.
So, it's still not, there's a lot of steam and stuff coming off the side of the building because of just the sheer amount of heat coming out of the building. But it's not enough to keep you warm per se, but it's enough to keep like snow and stuff at bay.
It takes the frost off.
It takes the frost off.
All right.
So instead of like negative 20 degrees, it's more like a 10 degrees. Yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
Let's just
It's a little bit more comfortable.
A little bit more comfortable, but you'll probably still want to keep bundled up. And as you're entering nearby into the kind of open concept blacksmithery, you see a tall, kind of like gray-skinned man.
Goliath?
Not actually a Goliath. His skin almost looks a little bit more, like,
Ash.
cracked. Almost like, it's made out of, like, a gravel or rock.
Alright, yeah, I gotta roll something on that one.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank. What do you want me to do?
Nature or just straight intelligence? Or history?
Do it this.
Plus, I'm proficient and yeah, and everything.
I got an 8.
And I got a 16.
So this one is a Genasi. Yeah. It's a normal human. This guy's a little bit taller than what most Genasi statures are, but this one comes from has lineage back to the genies of the plane of Earth, which are called the Tao.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and he's still sitting there in full leathers and furs, hammering away at an anvil. There's a fire blazing across the way. There's coals and hot iron sitting around.
Because my parents, actually, my father runs a blacksmithery.
Mm-hmm.
I wait until he's quenching his blade before I try to do business.
Ching, cha-ching, ching.
Like I wait till there's a stop.
Ching, cha-ching. And you actually notice he takes a small handful of out of a bucket of snow and puts it into the the reservoir of water that he puts it in. He puts the blade in, and it steams and sizzles. And he looks over, noticing the both of you, going, "Hey, what can I do for you?" And he kind of lumbers over with slow but
I I'm looking to upgrade my bow. I unstrap it from my back and lay it on the counter. I'm just looking for something a little bit more drawstring, if you know what I'm saying.
Looking to increase the poundage?
Yes. Piercing, increasing piercing power. I seem to be fighting bigger game nowadays.
I can see what I can do. And he kind of looks over it for a hot minute, kind of inspecting the wood and everything. I am afraid I cannot make any adjustments to this bow. It has been worn, and the wood would crack under even more pressure.
Would you be willing to make a new one?
That I can do. Though I might require stronger material.
Oh? What would you need?
I have... Yes, find the really nice wood in the middle of the fucking tundra. Honestly, like, it's one of those things, like, me as the DM doesn't know enough about nature to say, like, what kind of, base woods that you would need.
To make a better,
to make
a
a
+1.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of a difference between just making a +1 stuff, because that requires enchanting.
Not necessarily. Well, all right. I'm sorry. I'm going back to 3.5. But
Like,
a +1 was what we would call masterwork.
yeah.
It can have a +1, but it's not going to have the effect of
magic
breaking magical resistance.
Right. If you're looking for, like, a masterwork thing, I can come up with rules for that.
Well, I was just looking at the, like, all the
So,
equipment.
what I would...
And there are bows that are just +1.
So, I'm going to say... Because I've been kind of playing with some ideas on cool weapon types that aren't magical.
Mm-hmm.
A masterwork weapon allows you to reroll the damage die.
Ooh.
And you get to take whatever's higher. But you don't... but it's only for that weapon. Any auxiliary magical effects or whatever are still...
The base weapon damage gets rolled again. But
the
psychic damage and stuff like that, that's set in stone.
That's set in stone.
I got that. I like that idea.
Yeah. So, he offers that he could make that as a thing.
That
I can make a masterwork bow for you, but I would require some nice weapon materials, especially woods. I believe you could find some decent wood in the spine of the world.
Oof. That's a bit of a journey.
It's probably about a good day or two's travel south from here. But it is the mountain range to your south.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. I got you. I got you. Oof. Let me think on that. 'Cause, right now, me and my party don't have any business to the south just yet. But I can keep that in mind. Sho Val, you want anything?
I hear there are many treasures to be found in the spine of the world.
Oh, I've heard that too.
Mountain ranges are home to many, some unsavory, some helpful. But there is always things to be found.
You are not wrong.
Sho Val, is there anything that you want to contribute or look for?
Out of character, I could only think of like maybe adamantine stuff, but I don't know if I'll ask if. Huh?
Okay. What? How do you want to phrase your question?
Would he be able to either hand shovel or big shovel with adamantine?
Adamantine is hard to come by in this area. I advise that you seek the dwarves near Coven's Cairn, as they would have most access to those resources. Anything of special metallics I do not have most of, but I do have a little mithril that I can make into an item. Perhaps in armor.
Start thinking about it. You start bitching. And shake head. No thanks.
It's tempting. But tell you what, do you have any caltrops?
Caltrops are easier to make. I do not have any on hand, but I can easily make them within a day.
I just need 2 bundles.
I can have those for you by the end of tomorrow, if that is what you wish.
And I nod and I slide 2 gold across onto the counter.
He picks them up and kind of like tests them really quick, and then we have a deal.
I will see you tomorrow then.
Indeed.
Yeah, I was looking. They're only 5 silver per bundle.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he is kind of like specialty making them straight for you instead of what you'd probably find. Elsewhere. Okay, so that being said, while you are doing that, let's cut back to Dearaen and Tok as they're going through town.
Making our way to the bookshop.
To the bookshop.
Who knows what kind of arcane things we might find there?
Choop. Choop. Open. Choop. So you kind of enter into this bookshop. There's a few books kind of littered around. Candles in glass. Lanterns. There we go. As I try to remember words. Lanterns are kind of hanging from the walls and the ceiling. Lit aglow. There are many books lining the walls. And as you enter in, the small little jingle goes off. And you kind of look over to the right, and there's this towering behemoth of a man wearing tiny glasses and black wafting hair, sitting behind a desk that is got piled high with books.
So all the arcane people have tiny glasses. Got it. Let's see.
Nah, actually, these are actually somewhat proportioned to his face. But they are very rectangular in appearance. And he...
Reading glasses.
Yeah, kind of. Basically.
Okay.
And he kind of looks up and pushes his his glasses up his nose, and the kind of candlelight kind of flickers on them so that you can't see his eyes for a second.
Oh god, he's got anime glasses. Okay. Let's see.
Welcome to Undercovers. Please look around. Try not to speak any of the words aloud, as there may be some scrolls and whatnot abound, and I don't want to clean up any messes that any of you might make. So please refrain from performing any magics or unintentionally performing any magics within the walls.
See, Dragon just puts his hands in his coat pockets.
He's like, nope.
It's like, will do. And can I make an investigation check to see what I can find before I ask for anything?
Sure.
Oh,
And this is a Goliath. Sitting behind the desk.
okay. I figured it was going to be someone like that when he said towering.
Yeah. He's kind of got a little bit of that kind of pale grayish skin, but unlike most of the Goliaths that you've seen, this guy is actually a little bit more frail or thin in build. Most Goliaths that you've known are beefy beefcakes.
Beefy beefcakes or beefy cheesecakes? Got it.
Beefy cheesecakes. Yeah, they generally have a lot of toned muscle about them. This guy seems to not have that. And he's wearing simple robes and furs. And a staff sits in the corner of the room.
This means I'll have more questions for him. Like,
please look around.
okay,
Hopefully
well,
you find something of interest.
Thank you. And I rolled a 16 for investigation.
16. So, as you're looking around, you kind of find little odds and ends history books, like History of the Nethrees, like a Grimoire of Monster Hunting. Nirvana's Guide to Happiness.
You say to the bard. Okay, let's see.
And there are a few like scrolls and stuff that have arcane writing on them.
Any that I can read and see what they are?
Yeah. Let me just pull up my list here. Okay. So, give me an Arcana check as I change the music here.
Okay. That was almost a nat 20, but I got an 8.
No.
We
And-
don't have a talk with us.
Yeah, we lost the talk, so he can't do the Arcana check unless you want to roll for him.
I will pull up his thing here really quick.
Give
He's
my-
also got a +4. You said he also has a +4, so I can roll again if you want.
Just give him a couple seconds, guys. Just in case.
Oh, here, let me just pull up his thing here. Oh. He rolled a 19, so 23. With the squishy dice.
Oh,
Blood dice.
Yay!
looks like it's my turn for the bad rolls tonight. Damn.
So you're kind of looking around, and you find a spell. So, you find like 3 scrolls. You find one of Earth Tremor. You find one of Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And you find one of Longstrider.
Fire, maybe. I'm not sure on the other ones.
I will have Tok also roll an investigation check, as he's looking around too. He didn't find quite as much. He did find at least one, though.
No, Tok, put that back. That's fourth editions of Caverns and Kobolds. We don't want that.
Caverns and Kobolds.
I've been waiting to use that one. Let's see.
He finds a scroll of Tensor's floating disc.
Ooh. That one could come in handy. I'm gonna ask about the Tensor's floating disc and Fairy Fire. How much would these be?
Oh, you're looking for scrolls, eh?
Scrolls, spell books, maybe books about how to be better at something. I don't know. Skill books.
Let me... As he kind of looks through the scrolls, he goes, yes. Fairy Fire and Tensor's Flitting Disc. These are first level spells, scrolls, from the first circle of magic. Ones that most people learn about, if not cantrips. These will run about 100 apiece.
Okay.
100 gold, that is, not silver. Or coppers.
I figured as much. But
I figured I'd be specific, because I know there are some unruly types that like to think of doing various unsavory transactions.
that's fair. I may like to play a few pranks and such like that on people, but I'm not going to be that mean. Nope. I've worked under a few service providers, so I can understand that.
Are you the Arcane Arts as well?
Do a little prestidigitation. Yes, but more of the musical type.
One of the bards then. I'm sure
Yes,
you can find these of use. And Tok kind of also waves his hand, going, I can also cast, though I'm not as practiced as a wizard. Tok is having internet issues and will not be returning tonight.
Oh,
So,
well, it's a good thing we weren't in any combat for this.
yeah.
We kind of end it there, huh?
I was gonna ask for one more thing, but not here. I was gonna see if there was like a music shop or anything like that, or anything of like arcane goods besides the two that we found.
Nope, that's about all you're gonna find in Easthaven.
Okay, and no skill books or anything like that.
No, those are very rare, and
Yeah.
even if you were going to find them, you probably wouldn't find them here.
Yeah, I know. It never hurts to ask.
No, it's fine, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, like, those things are more kept to, like, populated areas by people that have the money to afford them.
The very large towns.
Yeah. I think, like, Waterdeep or Baldur's Gates kind of deal.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of want some of the spell scrolls, but I know I can learn one of those, so I'm probably gonna skip out on that. It's kind of saving my money for the
For the
dwarven
area.
area.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. But the healing potion was definitely needed, so yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, for those listening at home, like where we're living, we're having a lot of storms,
Yeah.
so shit's bad.
Yep.
In any case, I'll say Tok kind of is a little bit hesitant, but thinks that it might be worth coming back and perusing again.
You can always just message him out
Yeah.
of game about it.
Yeah. But me as the DM trying to play him, I'm just going to say, for now, he's not going to do anything.
Fair.
So, all that being said, is there anything else that you want to look for?
I personally would want to look for just the general goods.
Yeah. Might be good to stock up on some rations and such.
Yeah, that's easily enough to do. There's some like generic trade markets around. Just give me a what kind of stuff are you looking for?
General adventuring stuff.
Yeah, like
Dried
you can find that
rations,
kind of stuff. I'm just wondering if there's anything specific in that kind of category that you're looking for.
More oil flasks.
Okay, just give me an investigation check for the oil flasks.
11.
11. You are able to find 2. And you'll have to spend the gold for whatever those are costing.
0.4, so 8 silver.
Yep. So, minus 8 silver.
Good thing I actually have silver in my inventory. Alright. And then I'll add 2 more oil flasks.
Oil is a little bit more of a commodity in this area, so most of what you're finding is like whale oil.
Hey, it still lights on fire like everything else.
It still lights on fire like everything else.
Okay. If nothing else, I say we just meet back at the tavern.
Okay.
I'll probably buy like a couple rations before I head over there, but yeah.
Yeah. You can buy as many rations as you want. There's enough trade that it's still possible, but it is kind of more like just like dried fish and maybe some roots, maybe. But like actual nice vegetables are somewhat harder to come by.
Yeah.
Significantly harder to come by.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'll just buy like 4 rations and then just head to the tavern, which I don't know if we said which one we're gonna head to. So I don't know.
There is one tavern that is named
The White Lady Inn.
The What Trout.
I thought it was the White Lady Inn.
There's 2.
No.
Wait,
The
I
White
thought there
Lady
was,
Inn is just an inn.
Oh, wait, you want the tavern.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oops, I botched up.
The inn is just an inn. The tavern is a tavern.
So it all depends on, do we want food or do we just want bed?
What is this? What is this bullshit? There's a tavern and an inn, but they're not the same location? Like gasp.
Get everybody is like,
It's almost
I need
as if
I need to get back to my roots. I need to reconnect. I'll meet you guys back at the inn. I'm gonna go hunting. And I make towards the just out. I go closest way to the outside of town to the nearest forest.
Going off of the. Where is it?
That would probably be directly east.
I think that would. Nope, not that one. There we go. Yeah, I would say probably east or south.
Okay. And we lost Peter.
Oh no.
Maybe he just pressed the wrong button.
No, that says he's off of Discord.
Uh-oh.
Did his computer crash?
I have no idea.
I'd say I spend...
Today is scuffed!
I'd say that I would just spend a good 5 hours.
Okay. I will say give me 5 survival checks. Oh, there he is.
Peter.
I lost again.
First one is 16. A natural 20.
Nice.
So a 23, a 21, and a 22. That's 4.
Jeez.
So, oh, and then a 14.
So for the first hour, you're still kind of traveling out into the wilderness a bit, and you kind of find a nice little wooded area. It's quiet for a little bit, and you kind of like try to slowly listen for any shifting snow that's done by something that's not the wind. Which,
Yeah.
the wind right now is surprisingly kind of low. There's still a little bit. You can still see some snow shifting around, but it's not, like, buffeting you by any means. It's like a light breeze.
Alright.
And you're listening, and you kind of pick up on a small little pitter-patter of bounding footsteps. Or not footsteps, paw steps? In any case, you actually, you spin around and you catch the sight of a hare bounding through the snow. And you track it, you shoot it, and you actually notice that there were a couple of hares dancing around. So, you have managed to bag yourself 2 rabbits within the 5 hours that you've been hunting.
Not bad.
You killed the bunny?
You killed the bunny.
Oh no.
Mordin, happy. Scruffy, oh yeah, buddies. Alright. I
mean,
Laced
you're only like an hour out of town, so I'm like, well, would I give you like an elk or something? Nah, I don't think so.
at most I would expect like big bird game. But...
Yeah. Actually, I'll say you could maybe pick like an owl or something
I would say pheasant.
in the middle of a tundra.
Actually, yes.
Really?
Pheasants do live in snowy temperatures.
Tundra bird of prey.
Birds of prey. I mean, birds of prey. That is going to be an owl.
Peregrine falcon.
Oh, I am not killing a peregrine falcon. If anything, I try to make friends with it. I'm going to fucking A. I will drink that potion of animal friendship on that one. I got 2 of those still.
Sure. I'll say that the nat 20 was actually finding a peregrine falcon.
All right.
I'll give that one to you. Why not?
And sure, I will drink one of the potions of animal friendship.
Okay.
I keep cutting out.
Everyone's cutting out. Damn. We might actually really have to cut this early. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, we can end with the falcon, and then we can.
And me coming back with the falcon friend.
Yeah.
It's like, how many verbs do you need?
Falcon and a couple of hares. Why not?
All right.
So,
What do you want me to roll on that?
well, you're trying to kind of gain the attention of the thing, so give me an animal handling with advantage because of the potion.
18.
18?
I kind of use a little bit of the rabbit to
Sure.
bring it over.
I will say that the falcon, is friendly towards you, but
all right. I'm
but
gonna
like,
throw it.
but it's not like it's trained or anything.
Oh, understandable. Hold on a second. I'll throw in to speak with animals as well.
Oh,
Hello there, friend.
hello.
Oh, God. I'm looking for a new companion. Would you like to join me in adventures?
You give me rabbit?
I will keep you well fed.
You give me rabbit.
I cut off another bit of rabbit meat, and it's like, yes, you can have all the rabbit that you want.
And starts gobbling, starts doing the bird thing of eating the meat and pecking at it.
And I kind of see him on my right forearm, and I have the meat in my right hand, kind of cupped.
Mm-hmm.
So he's chompy, chompy, chompy. Now we do have other animal friends with us. We have a fox. Would you be able to be friends with him? Like, you wouldn't fight him, would you?
Actually, I am going to look that one up.
Just see a silhouette of Dearaen with like the shining anime eyes. Like, you better fucking not.
Why do you think I asked?
I know.
I don't want conflict with our animal friends.
Fox too big. Not food.
Now, do you have a name?
Oh, God. Name? What name? What is name?
Something I could call you.
It's... It kind of like has the bird...
Like
the bird
fully
confused. The bird
sized
eye like just staring at you, just in a like cocked, confused. Call me?
Predator birds
Whistle?
are not very social. Well,
Yeah.
they would not call each other things or anything like that.
Call me.
Is,
Call.
Is it a boy
Call
or
me.
girl?
This one's a girl. Call me. Call.
Call?
Call. Me. Call me.
Is it...
Call a call to call.
I don't know. I was thinking more sharp. Oh my god. I was thinking more violet, but
Violet. Violet. Violet.
I am Mordin.
Mordin. Call me Violet.
Yes, if you like it.
Violet.
Well, let's go meet the rest of the group. And as we're walking, I I randomly cut off more, like.
Yeah, you feed it more rabbit, and it is very happy to be eating more rabbit.
Yep.
We are going to have a zoo by the end of this entire damn thing.
So mechanically,
she's the one that said a peregrine falcon. I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going to kill a peregrine falcon.
How do you think I felt when she said like, "Hey, look, a fox"? It's like there's a fox in a cage. Like, I need it.
I need it, but I want your pet. So, mechanically speaking, I think what you can do with the Peregrine Falcon, if you train it enough, I will say that you can use it similar to a Find Familiar spell.
Okay.
But you can't actually look through its eyes or anything.
You could
Basically, I would need the combination of speak with animal and say, hey, fly up and see what you can see, and then come back and tell me.
Yeah, basically.
or
Yeah.
like tell it to go attack that guy to distract him or something.
Oh, this is a non-combatant falcon. I do not want to risk that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, you can use it kind of in the style of the,
A falconeer.
a falconeer, but beyond that, it's like, it's not going to be a combatant. It's just one of those things where, like, oh, hey, if you wanted it to, you can have it fly off and potentially give you a, give you an idea of what it's looking for, but it'll also have the intelligence of a falcon. So
Maybe like it could go grab something from far, something.
Yeah, like
possibly.
if it
I
sees something shiny in the snow, it can
think
grab
there
the
was a
shiny
spell.
There was Find Familiar where you can look
I know.
through the eyes of the.
I'm saying
your
it's
companion.
acting similar to it.
Yeah.
which I can take at higher levels, but not right now. All right,
You as a ranger can also take Beast Bond.
I can. I forgot about that. What level is that?
That's a first level spell. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking, Animal Messenger. There we go. That's also a ranger spell.
Beast Bond. What's that do?
It basically allows you to have a telepathic bond with it for 10 minutes.
per level.
I thought that was literally just a message spell through an animal.
That's basically what it is.
No, that's Animal Messenger.
Okay, sorry. Alex said Animal Messenger, then you were talking about Beast Bond again. That's
Okay, Beast Bond is the pseudo Find Familiar, whereas Animal Messenger is the, oh hey, take this note over to somebody that looks like this.
Okie dokie. That works. So I'd say about a good 7 hours afterwards.
Mm-hmm. So like you're coming back in probably close to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh god! Now next campaign day I'm coming down from the inn with a falcon, and you guys don't know it yet. Oh my god!
Yep.
That is if we're ending right now.
Did anybody want to go to the tavern really quick?
I probably
Okay.
would have.
Okay.
There's not really much
I'm just gonna
to
say,
do.
like, we can do a quick little drinking contest and call it a night.
Yeah, let's do a quick little mini game.
So, we're gonna do a drinking contest. It'll all be beer, and I'm gonna have you roll Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
I will also throw Tok into this one just because he can, and I have his cheat because why not? So basically, it's going to start off as a somewhat low DC, and every time you make a drink, the DC keeps going higher and higher and higher before you
Celebration of a job well done
before you
is
fail.
money earned.
Yep.
Okay.
I will say the total for this thing is going to cost 10 gold, probably split between the few of you, for the amount of drinks that you may have.
Split between all of us, you said?
Yeah.
I got a falcon. I got a falcon.
So,
So,
2 gold,
I'll
2
say-
gold and 5 silver each?
I will say Tok is going to lose 2 gold. Or, I'll say 2 gold each. Or 3 gold each. There you go. Three gold, 3 gold for the 3 of you.
Okay. So, okay, remove 3 gold each. Got it.
Boop.
Alright.
Okay,
Just
so...
tell us what we can roll.
So, for the first one, you're gonna roll concentration, or
Constitution.
constitution,
It's
and the DC is going to be 10 to start off with.
Okay. Roll it now.
Tok, this one kind of hits him a little bit like drinking on an empty stomach kind of deal. But he's like, okay. He manages to get through it, but
Before anyone even sees, I have already emptied the glass.
yep,
Followed by me.
yep. He's like,
I got a 19.
Sho Val just chugs the thing.
Hey, with no tongue,
I like silently chug it. It's just up, down.
hey, with no
We're-
tongue, you
we're-
don't have to taste the bitterness. So,
True. No. Okay, round
I mean,
2.
hard liquors are still gonna burn.
This one's gonna go DC 12.
it's beer. It's not that hard of liquor. 15.
Ugh. Sho Val, that one does not sit with you the second time around, though. You tried doing the same thing, but the first one comes back up. Because you drink a little too quickly. Tok is hanging in there, but... he's kind of starting to feel a little, starting to feel it a little bit. Dearaen, you're still going strong. Sho Val, you have to pace yourself.
Okay, next one.
So, this one will be DC 14.
And watch, this is where I fail.
And Tok fails.
So
Oh, hell no, I don't! Dirty 20!
Tok kind of just passes out on that one. Just... Again,
he's a
he...
bard. He's used to the tavern life.
I'm traveling bard, dude.
Dearaen, you want to keep going?
Let's do one more.
Okay. This will be DC 16.
Yep, that's where it failed.
Yep.
That's fair.
That one you say you're like...
Alright, so who's carrying you all back to the freaking inn?
A few,
I didn't that one. I didn't pass out. I just like, oh, no, okay.
You're like, oh, okay.
Hitting the edge. Nope.
Yep. I will say Sho Val isn't passed out. He just lost his guts immediately.
That second one just hit his gag reflex.
Well, it's just one of those like, oh hey, let me chug really quickly, and then, oh hey, it didn't go down very smoothly.
Tok passed out. It's like,
Tok passed out.
Yeah.
So.
I use prestidigitation to make like a smelling salts smell to wake him back up.
And I'll say you kind of make your way back into the tavern. Or into the inn for the night. So, And I will say that is where we will pick up in the tavern tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow in-game. Next week, out of game.
Yeah. AK, I beat the two fighters in a drinking contest.
Yeah, you beat the two fighters.
Who are con heavy. I am happy with my results.
I didn't even get to show you the tavern.
Oh, no. Ooh, that's nice.
I am going to work on a few things and then try and get dressed into my cosplay
Okay.
to show everyone. So,
So,
Yeah.
I found this tavern. It actually looks really nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of snow on the top of it, but once you actually kind of get into the thing just a little bit, it's got a nice little bar and tables, and I love the bear rug. It fits so perfectly.
I wish snow was that easily removed in real life.
Yeah.
Like, can't all just go with the flamethrower approach?
I wish you could go with the flamethrower approach. That'd be amazing. Just,
Who knew?
I mean, laws.
Yeah.
They're more like guidelines.
good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Nah,
Right.
Have a good one. Bye, people.
yep, see you tomorrow.